Why is classical music so beneficial for your self-improvement? Right here I have 5 things that greatly benefit you from just investing 20 minutes a day to listening to classical music. And one of these things can show results in just the first hour. So, what is our first point? It's tough to take this off. Anyways, improves your mental health. According to science, listening to classical music can help you feel better. In one study, they claimed that listening to classical music can lower your anxiety and depression, even helping people to feel more relaxed, which will come in handy with our second benefit. Classical music improves your sleep. It's been shown that humans who listen to this kinds of music fall asleep way faster than the people who don't. And also it's been shown that there's less awakenings during your sleep sessions when you listen to classical music, which I can find being true, but only for some more relaxed pieces. Our third benefit is closely related to our fifth benefit, but we'll get to that in a moment. Our third benefit is classical music helps you to study. In 2020, researchers find out that the students who listened to classical music during lectures performed 18% better than the students who didn't. The scientists used the masterpieces from Beethoven, Vivaldi, and Chopin. And I also want to point out that not one session can help you in the longer term. And that's why these scientists find out that just by listening to one session at a time didn't last long. They made a study, the same study 9 months later, and the students performed similar to the students who didn't listen to classical music. So you need to put 20 minutes a day in order to work. Now we can go to our fourth step. Classical music improves your focus. Listening to Mozart and Beethoven is not a piece of a cake. This is not some catchy song that you listen to on your way home. These are the real masterpieces of music. To help you understand better, I'll show you this picture. On the right side we have Justin Bieber's song called Baby, and on the left side we have Beethoven's masterpiece. Just by looking at this picture, these two pictures, you can see a clear difference how one thing is more complex than the other, which explains why listening to classical music is so beneficial exercise for your focus. Because if you can listen to these songs and actually, being conscious about listening, you can spend your time listening to lectures on college or whatever you want to. Now we can go to our final step. Our final thing, which may be controversial for some people, is increases your IQ. The year of 1993, the Dr. Francis Rusher, with the help of his colleagues, conducted a study that researched the effect of listening to classical music on human beings. They noticed that students who listened to Mozart increased their IQ score by 9 points, but only temporarily, for like 15 minutes. Even though a lot of media portray this so-called Mozart effect as a way to make people smarter, in the later years, Dr. Shah, who was one of the colleagues involved in this study, said that this study didn't point out that people can become smarter. It was used to show that listening to classical music can exercise your muscles. From my perspective, from what I understood of Dr. Shah, I think he meant that listening to classical music should be compared like going to the gym. The same way you treat your biceps or tricep when you work out, the same way we can treat our brain, because a brain, like the biceps and triceps, is one of the muscles, one of the key muscles in our body. To this day, the fifth step is considered controversial. So I'll leave it up to you to judge. Is classical music useful for increasing your IQ, or can we use classical music as a way to warm up our brain nerves? And before I finish this video, I just want to point out that all of these things that you see on this board may not help you personally. What works for one person may not work for the other. Besides this, if you find benefits in listening to classical music, please do not stop working on that. Like I said, the brain is one of the muscles in our body, same way our triceps are and the biceps. And in order to grow biceps or triceps, you need to work on them actively. Just keep that in mind. And for today's video, stay safe and see you next time. And also subscribe. Bye.